Hey everybody. I've got the day off today. They didn't need me. A little slow at work. So I've talked this over with several people, and I think I'm going to tackle this by using some JB Weld. I'm not working much lately due to some slow activity at work. I went down to visit my father-in-law in South Georgia, and I showed him a video of this cracked and of this bolt not sinking in right, and he said that there's only 14 pounds of pressure here and that JB Weld should be able to fix that. That all I need to do is dremel that out a little bit and put in some weld, let it dry, let it cure. Talked to my dad about it, and he agreed. He said, yeah, you know, what's it gonna hurt? At least then you'll have some experience doing it, and if it holds up, then great. And if it don't hold up, then we'll go to the next step. So, that being said, I didn't have a Dremel, but my father-in-law actually had an extra one. So he gave me his old one. He just happened to get a brand new one for Christmas because this one was acting up a little bit. But now he uses his professionally to do work on his big rig trucks. So doing my little project, all I need is something to get the work done. He also gave me this little packet with extra little Dremel accessories. And then I got a bunch of little Dremel pieces in here too. So I think I have the materials I need to get it done. Dad and Bicknell both recommended draining the radiator fluid out. And I don't think I'll drain all of it, but I will drain it out. That way that will alleviate the radiator fluid coming out of here or being in the way while I'm trying to do this project. I'm going to take these hoses off and unbolt everything, get it out of the way so that I can get in there and do some work. So I'm going to jump into it, and I'll cut this thing on every now and then and show you the progress. I just want to keep you guys involved with what's going on. I know everybody's a little interested. I'm hesitant to call it concerned, but I know you guys are sticking in there with me, and I appreciate it. So I'm going to start doing this, and we'll see how we can go. Climb under the car and see if I can find that release valve for the radiator. Here we go. Alright, so I have climbed under the car and I cannot find a release petcock for this Griffin radiator. Dad told me this is a quad racing radiator, quad cooling. Anyway, I can't find a release petcock, so I have not drained radiator fluid out. I did crawl around on the ground for quite a while with the light. Anyway, I went ahead and took off the temperature, that temperature sensor that I put in here and over tightened and cracked the intake manifold with. The crack doesn't go through. I don't feel any kind of crack in there. I do need to clean this up, and I need to reinforce this hole. Alright, I've cleaned this up. I've taken the Dremel to it. Let me see if I can get my light to cooperate with me here. I've cleaned out this hole, and I've cleaned that line there on either side. That's what I'm going to put the JB Weld on. I don't know how deep I need to go with that. I may work on that a little bit more now that I can see it from this angle with the light. I need to figure out how to hang this light right here. Let me do some more work on this. Meanwhile, I did get this bolt out. Set the light down. I got this bolt out. The one that was threaded the hole. You notice it's got the larger grooves. Can I focus? It's got the larger grooves. I had materials packed up in those grooves, which I cleaned out. I'm going to follow your advice. A lot of people give me advice of putting a little dab of JB Weld on the bolt and then tightening it in there and letting that dry in that hole, and that'll help hold that bolt in there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to Dremel out this section a little bit more so I can get to where I can see the crack good enough to seal it, and I'm going to JB Weld this bolt into that top section. So let's do that.